Hello race fans, and welcome to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway for I believe the third race of the chase in the PORWC DC Shoes World Championship. Honestly, I cannot remember if we came here before. I'm very confident in the fact that we did, and if we did, I don't know who won. On the pole today, James McLeod. Jake Bell is going to be in second. Darian Sykes. We'll get these cars rolling. McLeod, Bell, Sykes, Thomas Kikiwick, Liam Ervig, Hannah Smith, Seth Cole, Ricky Hawk, Randy Carpenter, Alex Jones, Zohar Monad, Dylan Young, Brandon Bain, Justin Perry, Tony Blazer, Violet Fox, Jack Richards, Jake Baskinger, Tsuyoshi Doku, Aaron Williams, Matt Wells, Ryan Cooper. By the way, who's the first chaser in the field? It is Randy Carpenter, who's put on a very dominant performance this year. So as they come out of turn number 4, the pace car is going to dive in. Slowly but surely, we are going to get this race underway. Green flag is out in the air, and we are racing in the Namco 400 at Las Vegas. James McLeod gets a good start. The question is, can he keep it that way as they go 3 wide in the back? 4 wide, and we're going to have a problem right here. Well, I guess not. Somehow. Trouble! Trouble down the back straightaway. Big crash. Dylan Potey just squeaked by. Oh! Oh! Crawford up and over the 71. He's just gonna. Ryan Cooper's upside down as well. Oh, Trent Dunham. Another car's upside down. And look who's in 3rd place. Randy Carpenter. Let's go back and take a look at what happened. Alright guys, there's actually 2 unrelated incidents right here. We'll go in slow motion where you're going to see the 15 and the 1 make contact, and the 83 and the 16. That turns Charles Jackson. You're going to see the 1 almost hit that inside wall, but goes spinning a little bit further. Rasmussen, Scott, Wells just barely avoiding that one. And there's the 1 upside down and the 2. Now let's see how let's just kind of take a look at what how this happened. Well, we were already watching on the 2. I thought he was going to hit that, but he hits there. Comes up across the racetrack, gets into Williams. And look at that 2 car. Well, you can't really see it now. Dion Petty goes upside down as well. Justin Perry, Tsuyoshi Doku. See how he got involved. Perry and Yoshi. This might even be a separate accident. It is. Violet Fox got into the 78, putting these guys up into the wall in another super hard impact for the 78. You remember at California, he was actually injured because of an impact like that one. Very violent crash. We might actually be at the restart though. No, the lights on the pace car are still on. A lot of cars taken out from this accident. Tsuyoshi Udoku, Jake Baskinger, Justin Perry, Ryan Cooper, Heather Crawford, Dion Petty, and Michael Harwood. The 2 car, Tiffany Crawford, the 11, Dylan Young, and the 24, Aaron Williams, are all 1 lap down. Now let's just take a look and see if the lights on the pace car go off here, because if they do, then we'll just go back to this last loop around as they are off. So I guess now we get to just sit and talk for a minute. Your leader is James McLeod. Then we've got Liam Erbig, Randy Carpenter, Darian Sykes, Zohar Monig, Seth Cole. Here goes Aaron Williams and Dylan Young and Crawford to get to the inside line. Brandon Bain, Ricky Hawk, Tony Blazer. By the way, Monster said to be leaving Ricky Hawk's sponsor, and Monster will no longer sponsor Ricky Hawk. Unsure what his sponsor will be, but it will not be Monster. Tony Blazer, Thomas Kikiwick, he will round out your top 10 now. As they start to speed up a little bit to bunch up, let's go back and get the top 15. Jack Richards, Alex Jones, Anna Smith, Jake Bell, and Matt Wells. Tony Blazer, Chaser, he's running 9th. Other than him and Carpenter, I don't think there's any chasers in the top 10. Green flag is out. McLeod gets another good start, which actually could help him with these lapped cars down on the inside. Now, if these lapped cars cause a lot of cautions, cause a lot of problems, then he could be set. As you see them going 3 wide, trying to get around. Well, Jack Richards slid up into the 5. Didn't know if there was any contact made. Back up to the front, there's Aaron Williams. Randy Carpenter has gotten around the 3 of Liam Erbig, and his sights are set on James McLeod. But the fastest lap out on the speedway is James McLeod by actually more than a few tenths. The top 3 have put up the top 3 fastest laps. And McLeod is actually pulling away ever so slightly from the 97. Caution is out. Dion Scott, Jordan Schumacher, and Danny Wells are involved as well. Charles Jackson may have gotten in another. Christopher Martin, Jack Rasmussen. Let's go back and take a look at what brought out the caution. And James McLeod led them to the lane. Alright, now this is another violent accident down the back straightaway here. Schumacher and Wells get together. They're going to go down there. Then something happens to sketch everyone else out. Poteet riding the wall. Let's see if we can maybe get a better angle of this. Alright, so I noticed Charles Jackson got into the 83. Sean Galligan, they all just kind of shot up here. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the spinning 28 and 33. This is a very scary ride for Dylan Poteet. Remember, he turned over a bunch at Talladega back in the first race there with the no plates. Alright, so here's the contact. Schumacher hits that wall hard. Wells just clips that one. I'm gonna come back up across the racetrack and hit the wall hard. Ouch. Alright, let's take one more look at this from the helicopter view and see if we can figure out why Galligan and Jackson were turning up. I don't really think they had anything to avoid. See, there's some contact made there. I guess they were just trying to get a good arc into the corner, but as you see Poteet's shadow right over here. Now it disappears, coming back. Ah! So, Galligan's still in the race. Now let's go look for our pace car and see if the lights are on or off. They are on. Close enough to the finish line where we can do the same thing as last time. Sorry, I'm eating. I haven't eaten yet today. Lights on the pace car do go off. Your leader, James McLeod. Then we got Randy Carpenter, Liam Erbig, Zohar Monad, Darian Sykes, Seth Cole, Brandon Bain, Ricky Hawk, Hannah Smith, Alex Jones, Tony Blazer, Jake Bell, Matt Wells, Violet Fox, Thomas McKickiwick, Robert Young, Matthew McMurray, John Castle, Sean Johnson, Jack Richards, Brad Bell, Levi Shones, Dylan Poteet, Ryan Richards got damage. Trent Dunham does too. Let's see who else is out of the race. Jordan Schumacher, Danny Wells, Jack Rasmussen were all taken out in that accident. Pace car dives down. McLeod coming to the line to lead him down for the restart. Lap 11 out of 27. Green flag. And another amazing start by McLeod. He's really gotten these restarts nailed down to where he can, you know, really get going. Now I think this battle for the lead is going to be one of the more exciting parts of the race, as Carpenter really trying to gain a lot throughout these corners. Let's take a look at what the gap is at the line. Gained just a little bit. Looks to me like Carpenter really gains throughout the center. Now this is where all the accidents seem to happen, down the back straightaway, mid-pack. The field seems to be spread out for the most part. Gap at the line, just about 4/10. Now the question is, since we're going green for a little while, if we do, we'll oh, trouble down the back. I just jinxed us. Aaron Williams, more trouble in turn number 3. Jack Richards. Ryan Richards. Trent Dunham may have just lost it all on his own. Red Bell, Aaron Williams is upside down. So is Matthew McMurray. Now pretty soon, all these cars are going to be gone, and there will be nobody left in this race. So, I guess that's going to be our way of getting green flag racing. So let's go back and take a look at what just happened. Alright. Out of turn number 2. Don't know if this was intentional or not, but either way it came back to bite him in the ass. Williams is going to hit hard on that inside wall. Young's just going to kind of keep spinning. Oh, that was a hard hit from Charles Jackson that Aaron Williams just took. Sean Galligan is up involved in another. That was a really good angle of this. Thomas McKickwick, I don't think he got involved. Let's ride on board with him and see what he saw real time. Well, I guess he was involved. It's got to be a scary sight, though. Lights on the pace car are still on, so I get to take a little break and eat a little bit more food. Alright, guys. Coming out of turn number 4. A couple more guys taken out. Red Bell and Charles Jackson, Aaron Williams. We got 5 cars that are not on the lead lap that might come into play to bring out either another caution. Green flag is out, and that was not a good restart by McLeod. Carpenter almost went up and got the jump up on the high side. Carpenter's dogging him. He's right up on him. This should be fun as they dive down into turn number 3. Carpenter tries for the pass on the high side. I don't think that was a smart move on Carpenter. Although I suppose he's not going to do everything that he can to get this win. I'm sure he's perfectly content with the second place when he's leading the points. Just as long as that first place driver is not a chaser. McLeod gets a little bit loose. That allows Carpenter to come right back up on him. But McLeod is not giving him that low line. He's checking for a caution. Because this is where it will be. And to think of it, I do believe we did race at Vegas earlier on in the season. McLeod is pulling away from the 97. Dylan Poteet, look at his car. He's got damage all over it, all over the roof, and all over everything, and he's still out there driving it. Don't know if you all can see the damage he's got on the roof. James McLeod is still your leader as we come to 5 laps to go. Should the caution come out now, I do believe the race will be over. Carpenter might try to make one last run at this, but with only a few laps to go, and McLeod not giving up that low line, I don't know if he can do it. He's going to have to make the pass on the high side, unless McLeod slips up. McLeod has never won in this series. Carpenter has won, I believe, 4. Third place, Liam Ervig has won 1. Three laps to go. This gap is just getting smaller. I'm starting to get excited. Oh, by the way, James, you said I didn't give you any TV time. Here's your TV time. Leading every damn lap. So far, coming to 2 laps to go, and the lead over Randy Carpenter has doubled. Went from about 2.5 tenths to about 5.5. 6 more turns will decide the race. White flag, last lap. Just gonna take a look through here. Everybody else getting your TV time now. I'm sorry I haven't really shown a lot. But James McLeod through turns 3 and 4. Carpenter tries something on the high side that will not work at all. At turn number 4, James McLeod is going to win at Las Vegas. What a race. What a finish. I honestly, when Carpenter kept coming back up, I thought he was going to get him. Kind of ironic how, no, not really ironic, but McLeod had one of the better cars in New Hampshire and lost that one to Matt Wells. So here is your finishing order. Sean Galligan, after getting involved in 2 crashes, is going to pull off a top 10. Wow. We have James McLeod, Randy Carpenter, Liam Ervig, Seth Cole, Zohar Monad, Darian Sykes, Alex Jones, Tony Blazer, Ricky Hawk, Sean Galligan, Violet Fox, Brandon Bain, Sean Johnson, Hannah Smith, Levi Shones, Robert Young, John Castle, sorry I had the hiccups, John Castle, Matt Wells, Jake Bell, Jack Richards, Dylan Poteet, Thomas Kikiwick, Trent Dunham, Ryan Richards, Dion Scott, Tiffany Crawford, Matthew McMurray, Christopher Martin, Dylan Young. All the rest of the drivers were out of the race, starting with Red Bell, Charles Jackson, Aaron Williams, Jordan Schumacher, Danny Wells, Jack Rasmussen, Tsuyoshi Udoku, Jake Baskinger, Justin Perry, Ryan Cooper, Heather Crawford, Dion Petty, and Michael Harwood. This race is going to help out Randy Carpenter increase his points lead a lot over, I believe, 2nd place. I don't know. But now Sean Galligan is in 2nd place in the points. 105 out. Violet Fox is 3rd. 160 out. And Tony Blazer in 4th. 171. So James McLeod wins the race here in Las Vegas. What a finish, what a race. Lots of wrecking though. Didn't really like that, but I'm sure, you know, I'm sure there's a few people who will be pleased with this race. People like Cloud, Carpenter, Jones. He doesn't really generally get a good run, but thank you so much for tuning in. Like, comment, rate, subscribe, and all of the fun stuff. I don't know where we're racing next week. We're about to find out. It looks to me like Auto Club Speedway.